First, we'll go over user management, starting with login modes. The first mode that we will log in with is student. As you can see, students can create non-numeric usernames. And as you can see, here is the student dashboard. Next, we'll show the system admin login. And as you can see, that brings us to the administration dashboard. Next, we have chair login and the chair dashboard. A regular faculty login and their dashboard. And finally, the guest login, which has a separate login button. We'll continue with user management now by using the login and security features. We'll start with creating a new user. Here we're creating a demo user. The student must obtain his student ID from the university to complete this process, and instructions are at the right. Again, we are using an alphanumeric user ID, and as you can see, all the fields are mandatory. We'll go over user profile change when we get to them in their respective login types. Now we'll start the student section. As you can see, we are on the student dashboard. Information that is displayed includes, in the upper left, basic user information. Below that, student academic information. And in the middle, more student academic information that includes GPAs by class, certificates if the student has them, a graph of GPA by class, and a credit completion graph that completes at 120 credits. Let's update our profile. Let's change the name from Deloise Hugh to Lisa Simpson. As you can see in the upper left, the name has been changed. As you navigate the tabs, you can see current student courses. This student has graduated and is not currently enrolled in any courses. Course history, which contains all the courses taken. And then we get to major requirements. This student has finished them all, but let's take a look at change program. This page pulls in general information about the student, which you can see in the upper left. The current program, and it gives you the option to see other programs and their descriptions before you change to them. This includes major programs, minor programs, and subprogram options. Let's change our option subprogram to plant. Lastly, here's minor program at a glance before getting to reports. Now to reports. First, let's check out our official transcript. As you can see, it has all the students' classes by semester chronologically. Each subsection contains the term name, term GPA, and every other semester you have the yearly GPA. At the bottom is the total credits and overall GPA. You can print this or save it as a PDF with the print button. Next, let's look at our program audit. The program audit has some helpful graphs at the top with GPA and credits completed. It is broken into goal areas for undergraduate requirements and program requirements. Once the goal area or requirement is completed, a green completed status is added. On the right are classes that can fulfill the goal area if you have not quite completed it yet. Here are goal areas, required gen eds, major common core, major restricted electives, and clusters. This report is also printable. In the printed report, you do not see the available courses, you just see your audit completion results. Lastly, for reports, program changes. Here is our change from our microbiology specialization to our plant specialization. Finally, for student, we have scheduling. You can see courses that need to be retaken, prerequisites that are still needed, and it directs you back to the program audit to view other missing requirements if needed.
Now we are going to log in as chair. So on the dashboard, we have a chart showing the number of courses per term, the courses offered in the last 5 years, the teachers that are in the chair's department, the existing programs, and for an extra report, we have the teachers in each department. Now we are going to show the add teacher function. Now we filled in the info, and now we are going to add the teacher. We have filled in the required info, and now we are going to add the teacher. Now we are going to show you how a chair would create a new program catalog. We are going to select the program, then the subprogram, and year we want the catalog to be, and any course that we want to select. We will add the course, and we will then add multiple courses from biology and other departments. Once we have the course plan set out, we will submit the course plan, and now we officially have a new program catalog. Now we will move to the tabs. The first tab will have a course comparison comparing the previous courses offered by term compared to the current courses offered in the term of the current year. Then the next tab shows the data for the courses offered in the past several years. We can pick a specific year. Then the next tab shows the subprograms by department. Here is all the subprograms of the biology department. The next chart is a faculty load analysis, showing the number of credits the teacher has in the spring and fall semesters. The next tab will be the teachers by department. We can select any department we are interested in. The next tab will have the difference in years between two separate catalogs of the biology program. The next tab will show an extra chart that we added showing the number of programs in each department. The next tab will show an extra report of the average GPA of each class. Next, we'll sidetrack to the object browser quick before we start out teacher functionalities. Here you can see we have 10 students that we added for the biology department. We have also added data that shows courses offered in the past 5 years. Here are the programs. Each program is linked to a multitude of courses in the course table. Now we will move on to log into teacher. On the dashboard, we have a chart showing the number of distinct courses in the last 5 years and the number of buttons which have functions we will show you next. First, let's update our profile. We will change the name from Christopher Conlin to Andrew Green. We can also submit multiple preference requests. We will start by requesting a course. Now we will request a research day. Finally, we will request a preferred class day. With all that requested, we will now move to our tabs. The first tab will show all the courses we requested but have never taught. Here it shows the course we requested earlier. Shown next is a graph comparing the teacher workload compared to the department average. In this tab, we can see a list of courses that the teacher has taught. In this tab, the faculty member can view the preferences based on term. Now shown is the departments in each college for an extra report. Lastly shown is all courses offered at MSU for an extra report.
We will now jump to the guest page and see what a guest is capable of viewing. First, on the guest dashboard, we have an extra graph to show the students that attend MNSU by state. The guest can view all teachers for any department of their choosing. In this tab, the guest chooses a department to view the different programs offered by that department. We'll choose IT. Guests can also view courses in each program subprogram, which we can see in this tab. This is a master list that shows all the courses for each program. You can select a year and a department preference. And finally, to finish up with guest, we have an extra report that shows the average GPA by each class. We'll quickly show an admin functionality by logging in. All we have for admin currently is a report that shows a list of faculty based on the school, college, and department. Finally, want to show just two more things. The first thing is the forgot password functionality. You can see that we have entered in the incorrect information. Let's try changing our password. We get an error. Now let's enter the correct information. Let's enter in two different passwords here to see what happens. And now we'll enter in the identical passwords. Password successfully changed. And lastly, to further show our student functionality, we would like to quickly show a student that has not yet completed very much. For this student, unlike the other student, you can see current courses. You can also see smaller course history. And in the major requirements tab, the program requirements are not yet completed, so the student knows what he or she needs to work on. We will also see that the reports look quite a bit different. Let's start with the official transcript. The official transcript only shows semesters that the current student has attended. A much smaller report here. The last big difference where we will end this part of the demo is the program audit. You can see that the credits completed graph gives a better idea of where they are in their program than a finished student. And you can also observe that there are a lot less completed sections. And that concludes our IT440 registration system project. Thank you for your time.